I'm sitting watching blood while it dries on my sleeve, thinking why does everyone I love die or just leave? And if I mean a thing, then why would you leave? My mind only sees the suicide side of things. At this point we can't relate if you ain't lost everything.
Okay, so what's up guys, welcome back to West Wild World. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. If not, I don't care. Just jokes. But, yeah, sorry for being inactive for a little bit. Had a little bit of personal things to deal with, but yeah. I also want to say thank you guys so much for 600 subscribers. I haven't been doing any any milestones or anything. I haven't really been keeping track, but I saw the other day that we got to 600, so thank you guys so much. Even if you didn't like my content, even if you just watched one video or like 2 minutes of it, I really do appreciate it. But what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to take out my Euro coin, as my girlfriend likes to call it, and give it a nice soak, because as you can see, I don't keep a water bowl in there because he doesn't drink from it. He only drinks from when I spray him down. And yeah, it's just to make sure that he's hydrated. But this is going to be fun because he's always a very lovely snake to deal with. He absolutely hates to be taken out. So let's see how it goes. And my girlfriend's going to have to get out of here because he comes flying and zooming everywhere. He's actually probably one of the most defensive snakes I own, and has a pretty gnarly venom to go along with it. He actually has a neurotoxic venom, which most rattlesnake species don't actually have. But it's a mix. It's a cocktail of venom, of a cocktail of a hemotoxic and a neurotoxic venom. They are a South American rattlesnake that is native solely to Venezuela, and you can see how touchy he is. But yeah, he's absolutely gorgeous. So he's not native to Venezuela, he is endemic, so that means he is only found there, and I think he's actually going through shed at the moment, so I'm not going to mess with him too much. But he's an absolutely gorgeous rattlesnake. It's one of my favorite rattlesnake species in the world. Absolutely love them. But let's get him in the bin, spray him down with some water. So next up, you can probably hear the fucking thing going. That was my stomach, not the snake. But this is probably one of the most deadly dangerous snakes I have in my collection. And you can hear him listen to that. Always gets my heart racing, this guy, hey? Oh! He's gonna come out like a little firecracker. Look at him. This is the dangerous South American. Oh, he's actually in shed. Dangerous South American red-tailed boa. Absolutely gorgeous animal. He is a feisty little bugger though. So if my girlfriend wants to take the phone away, obviously non-venomous, I'll try and get him out without taking a bite, but you can see how pissy he is. And that's a defense mechanism. They will gape their mouth like that and they will hiss loudly. Obviously he's just a juvenile, non-venomous, but they do have sharp recurved teeth that isn't very fun or good to get bitten by. At this size he will break skin, but yeah, not much more than that. I can just tough it out and maybe take the bite or use a hook, but you know, where's the fun in that? Yay. Okay, so I might just tough out the bite. I don't really like getting bitten, even if it's by non-venomous snakes. Let's see. Hey. There we go. There you guys can see, that's a defensive posture. Please don't turn back at me. They'll sit there with their mouth open, show you how big and scary they are, and basically just want you to go away. But he's a gorgeous snake. He is in shed, and I also fed him about a week ago, so I'm going to just give him a soak and hopefully not stress him out too much. But with these type of animals, the only thing you can do is basically handle them. You have to get them over, get them over the fear of you. So yeah, I'm gonna have to spend a lot more time with this guy because I really don't want about an 8-foot boa being this temperamental. Please don't bite my hand. But yeah, please don't bite me. Please, please, please. There we go. Focus that way. Let's get you in the water. Good snakey.
There you go. So all snakes are very, very good at swimming. Even these cockroaches over here. Oh, please, just shush. So all snakes are very well adapted to swimming, so you'll be fine in there for about 20 minutes. And then I'm just going to deep clean his enclosure and I'll get back to you guys
We
soon.
can't relate if you ain't lost everything. I ain't a bad person, I got monsters in me. And if God is a thing, what's he want? And with me, keep little peep on repeat. I see the awfulest things. Another night spent staring down at a gun. Got a bullet in the chamber, take it out, then load it up. Hell yeah, I wanna die, but I ain't.
So I got a small little hook here. Just want to try and be as gentle as possible with him. He did eat recently, and you can see in that belly it is very, very dull. Yes, I know you're looking at me. Can I please just support your body? It's very, very dull, so he isn't shed at the moment, which just means that he's growing. He is a juvenile boa, so he has a lot of growing to do. And you know, you see these snakes being all defensive and stuff like that. It's just that they want to get away. You can see that he's going through my hands now. He's just trying to find his quickest way of escape, basically. No snake is out to get you, out to bite you, or anything like that. But just so he doesn't stress out so much, I'm just going to get him into his enclosure. I did a deep clean, gave him a few more branches. Obviously this is very temporary because he is a small boa. I don't want to move him into a display cage where he can escape potentially. But yeah, awesome animal. Gonna leave him to be, explore his new surrounding. It's very good enrichment for him. New substrate, new branches, new moss, new everything. So have a good time, brother, and we'll move on to the next snake. Okay, so next up is going to be the shield nose cobra. Going to do a deep clean. Okay, deep clean. There we go. English. Again, haven't been doing this for a while. Took about a month break. I was still posting videos, but those were old videos. But yeah, so with these fossorial snakes, which basically means snakes that live under the ground, not fossil snakes, fossorial. They live under the ground. It's very difficult to know when they went to the bathroom. As you can see, there's a little bit of a shed there. This guy has just popped out of shed. So, I mean, once every about 3 months, I'd like to do a deep clean on this guy's enclosure and sort of like the mole snakes. And I don't know why my girlfriend thinks that's like a brilliant angle. But yes, he's over here. It's actually she. So this is a shield nose cobra. He's not actually a cobra, but he will hood up like one when he feels threatened and hiss repeatedly. You might do it now. Hey, you want to do it? They basically just stand up, spread a very narrow hood, and yeah, act like a cobra. But why they're called shield nose is obviously because of that big rostral scale or rostral scale at the front of their nose that they use for basically bulldozing around and digging. But yeah, he's absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous animal. They are venomous. They are neurotoxic, but there have been no recorded deaths from these guys. Obviously, because they're so small, their venom yield isn't that big, and their venom isn't that potent. But it will really mess up your day or even your week if you got tagged by one of these guys. But they're absolutely gorgeous. One of the better starter venomous snakes for venomous keepers in South Africa, as some doctors would have seen this guy compared to like a copperhead or things like that. But I'm just going to get him in the water here. You acting dead. But yeah, even these guys that live underground, they are adaptable to swimming. So yeah, he'll be fine. Soak up a little bit of things. But even though he's getting scared, he'll be all good. And we're just going to leave him for like 10 minutes as well, while we clean up his enclosure. Okay, so I cleaned up his enclosure, deep cleaned it, put some, I don't know if they're maple leaves. They look like maple leaves, but some nice leaves, some thick and thin substrate so he can dig through some different stuff. But he's been soaking for about 10 minutes now, keeping his head underwater like an absolute retard. Might want to kill himself. Wouldn't blame it, but you know what? Let's get you out without taking a bite. There you can see how gorgeous they are. Absolutely stunning animals they are. She actually managed to kill her partner, which was quite upsetting. I know I've been calling it a he, but it is a she, and this is about the max size that they get. I was hoping to get some babies from them, but she didn't like the male too much. And yeah. But oh well, she's a gorgeous little animal. Barely ever get to see her besides when I'm cleaning, because obviously they will just dig underground. And yeah, hopefully she enjoys the thing. And you can see the tongue flicking there. That's because of the water in her nostrils. She's absolutely gorgeous. You can see that tongue flicking there. They have a forked tongue. And that's what they use to pick up scent particles. And basically that helps them hunt. Obviously forks so they know left or right, and they have a thing inside of their mouth called the Jacobson organ where they can actually process that the scent chemicals or chemical scent trails. Absolutely gorgeous animals, but I'll give her a touch on the tail. She'll come straight. Look at that, gorgeous. And the reason that she sounds like that now, she's hissing, but her nostrils are full of water. So that's why she's called a shield-nosed cobra, because she stands up like that and bluff strikes. So she basically spreads a little bit of a hood. A gorgeous animal. I'm not going to stress her up. Okay, so the last snake, well, not the last snake, it's actually the first snake, but we've been leaving this euro coin, as my girlfriend likes to call it, to soak and drink up as much water as it wants. Also redone it, well, not redone, I've added a lot more leaf litter to its enclosure, as well as some sphagnum moss, so it can keep the humidity, especially to help with it during the shedding process. But let's see how this goes, hey? Because he hates being touched. Hello, yes, we're all so proud of you. Is that him regurging water? Let's just go straight into the... Hey, don't regurge your water. I needed to get you in and out. Hopefully you kept some down, you fucking bastard. Well, that was fascinating. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I am going to be feeding today as well, but I think this video is going on for a bit too long. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.